Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Epstein, forensic psychologist. Welcome to my YouTube channel on forensic psychology. About a week ago, I posted a video here where I talked about some of my experiences with the Epstein case, and specifically when I was hired by a television production company to do some consulting and writing for a docuseries that eventually became Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich, that aired on Netflix, and how I was involved in this case before he was arrested on federal charges, and talked about some of the information and sort of weird things that happened before his arrest. This case is getting quite fascinating in my opinion, because it went from a case of a rich guy who was molesting underage girls to now something very political with all kinds of moving parts and political dynamics. So, as we all know, it's been well documented that Epstein had some level of relationship or friendship with President Trump, President Clinton, other politicians, and a lot of other celebrities. And now, this has turned into a big political fight about what should the Justice Department release. The entire criminal and investigative files, what can they release, what's in there, why can't they release it, and now Congress is getting involved. Now, it doesn't matter what your political preferences or persuasions are, but I think it's plain for most of us to see that some of these politicians have now sort of smelled blood in the water. They see political opportunities here. Some politicians seem somewhat scared or worried about what could turn up in these files. Some politicians seem confused. They're not sure what they should do or where they should stand. I think some of these politicians are sort of being painted into a corner. There's really no good option of where they're going to stand on this issue. Now, the latest issue. Ghislaine Maxwell has been subpoenaed to testify in front of the House Oversight Committee. About what? To provide information about individuals that were involved in the Epstein case. Now, to remind you, Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year sentence in federal prison. She was convicted of sex trafficking, conspiracy, and transportation of a minor for sexual activity. She basically helped Epstein perpetrate his crimes. Will she testify? Well, there are all kinds of legal experts that are weighing in, saying that she probably won't testify, she'll resist the subpoena, because this could affect the appeal that she has for her conviction, and also pending lawsuits against her. My prediction, she will testify. Why? Well, how much does she really have to lose, as opposed to what she could potentially gain? Let's say she testifies and says that President Trump was not involved in anything in the Epstein case. What if she sings his praise? What if she paints his relationship with Epstein as Trump knew this guy was a slime ball, so he quit the friendship? Could she paint President Trump as a shrewd judge of character or a hero? Could she work this into attempting to get a pardon from President Trump? Check out this clip.
You had the files, Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A very quick briefing.
Did she tell you, what did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that.
So with his statement, this has sort of set the table for a request for a pardon. If President Trump reasons that a lot of the things in this case and a lot of the information and evidence is made up, this sets the stage for Maxwell to request a pardon, arguing that she was unfairly convicted due to political reasons. So stay tuned. Should even get more interesting as time goes on. If this topic interests you, please pass a link to this video along to others. Subscribe to this channel. You can also find me on social media. I'm in TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Everything's under Dr. Jeff Epstein, forensic psychologist. Thanks.